Welcome to the Dime Piece Incorporated Competitions Open Call. We are looking for you. If you have ever wanted to be a model and you were told that you were too short or too tall, too big or too small, or that you just didn't have the right look at all, then this is your open call. Let me tell you what we're looking for, and maybe you can tell me if you got what we're looking for. I'm feeling good, and hopefully you are too. I hope your day went well, but now it's time to do some business. Listen, if you really honestly believe in your heart that you were born to be bigger than life, you were born to be seen by millions, you were born to make an effective influence on this earth, then this is your competition. This is not a beauty pageant. This is not something where if you look pretty, you might win. This is something that if you really have the complete makeup we're looking for, you have the complete package, your looks, your mind, your heart, your soul, your drive, your tenacity. If that's you, then you want to be a part of this. You really honestly want to be a contributive part of something bigger than life. We're the newest, most hottest female clothing company on this planet. And the reason we are is because we're different. The reason we are is because we celebrate the women we dress. We believe in exactly what we say. Our philosophy is that a dime piece is born, not made. If you were born to be seen, if you have the drive to be heard, if you have the internal strength to overcome all obstacles, this is for you. This is a competition where only the best of the very best will come out. I promise you that. And if you are in that crowd coming out to compete for the dime piece competition, believe me, you will never be the same. You will never feel the same. You will never again, ever again, ever hope to be. You will have become a dime piece for real. Now let me tell you something. There are some of you listening right now that wants to hear what the sales pitch is going to be. What is the sales pitch? Well, let me tell you, there is no sales pitch. Perhaps because of all the sales pitches that you've heard is the reason you're still aspiring as opposed to being a model. Okay, understand what I'm saying to you. There are some of you who are really, really 100% conditioned to going to open call after audition after audition after open call because you've never landed a position that was just right for you. I'm looking for somebody who has no doubt in their mind that this is just right for them. When we do our photo shoots in Brazil or Paris or London or Cancun or Jamaica, that's not because we're trying to take a pretty girl out there and get her shot up for a magazine. We're taking her out there because she's international in nature. She's international in essence. She is a worldwide dime piece. Don't you feel me? Hear what I'm trying to say to you. I want you for the next couple of minutes, I want you to dig deep in your heart. I mean, forget about it. I'll never know. Only you and God will know. But I want you to dig deep in your heart and determine whether you really, really are what I'm looking for, or if you're somebody who wish that they could be a model. Hear what I'm saying? As a dime piece spokesmodel, you're going to do a lot more than just take pictures. You're going to speak to a lot more people than just those that are trying to vote on you being the Miss Dime Piece or not. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to actually be in a position where your affected influence on people will register in lives for years to come. You'll be able to literally help young ladies that are otherwise being promiscuous just to be accepted. You'll be able to teach them a way of life that only you can teach. Is it you? Is it really you? Are you really the kind of person that can stand up in a crowd all by yourself and be the same as if you had all kinds of support around you? Is that you? Are you the woman that is going to stand up and say, out of all the national competitors, I have actually been chosen to be the dime piece of the world because I'm that good, because I was born to be that good, because I understand that I'm that good, because every time I wake, I hear a voice calling me, and that voice is the world itself. There's a world that calls me because they need what I have to contribute. Is that you? Do you really believe that your destiny, your purpose is to be someone that is seen by millions? Someone that when you speak, thousands upon hundreds of thousands will respond to you? Are you a leader? Are you really a leader? I don't want you to think how pretty you are, that you got beautiful dimples and you got pretty eyes. That's not what we're talking about. Are you a leader? And if you're not, don't feel bad because everybody is not a leader. However, if you are, then you are the dime piece we're looking for. Now, my question is this. You enter the competition, you have great experiences, you travel to great places, you do wonderful photo shoots, you do definitely you do great television, you go to some of the best hotels in the world, you meet some of the greatest people, you make some of the coolest friends, you wear the hottest clothing. But when it's all said and done, when you put your head on the pillow, are you the winner of the competition? Let me tell you why I'm asking you. Because once you say, yes, I am, then you're on the road to doing something great with your life. Now, you may have a great job, and you may have a great family, and you may have a great education, but until you fulfill your destiny, you're average. And please do not think that average people are bad. There's a lot of average people. That's what makes an above average person stand out in the crowd. Is that you? And hear what I'm saying. I'm not trying to discourage anyone from participating in our competition, but also I want you to know that you're competing against some of the greatest women on this planet. You will be competing against some of the greatest women on earth. Are you really prepared for that? Now let me tell you, amateur and professional alike can compete. Inexperienced or experienced can compete. The only thing is, this is really a competition. This is not a joke. This is not a game. Our productions are major. And once you get involved with the dime piece competition, you will become a major player in the game of life. And hear what I'm saying? Let me be very specific. A major player in the game of professional modeling life. You will then be on the cover of national, I apologize, I can get excited. Hopefully you'll be on the cover, but you'll be in national magazines. You'll have editorials. You'll be on television. You will be the one to introduce our spring line, our summer line, our fall lines, our winter lines. Is that you? You'll do our television interview. You will be our dime piece spokesmodel. Is that you? Now, I know some of you saying, well, yeah, that sounds good, Mr. Man, but how much is all this going to cost me? Let me help you. If that's what you're thinking, this is not for you. How much, now watch this, how much should the fulfillment of your dream and purpose cost? What price tag have you put on your destiny? What true price tag have you put on your life? Can you be summed up with dollars and cents? I'm not asking you to buy camel food from Saudi Arabia. I'm talking about your life. How much are you willing to invest into your life? Well, now, I know some of you listening can say, well, I already paid for my classes. I paid $3,800 for a 6-month class. And you know what? I hope you learned something in it. But the reality is, you got a lot of modeling agencies. You got a lot of talent scouting agencies. You got a lot of beauty schools that prey on the dreams of those that will never reach them. They prey on the desires of those who know no better way to achieve their desires and goals. So you take classes, you get taught how to stand, how to twirl, and everything else. But you know something? They'll never give you a class on fulfilling your destiny. And the reason they won't do that is because they can't do that. Don't you understand? Your destiny comes only when you're prepared to take the step towards your destiny. Taking your step toward a step is not taking your step toward the top of the staircase. We're not talking about giving you another step. We're talking about propelling you to where you belong. The reason why Dime Piece Incorporated does not subscribe to modeling agencies is because I believe that somewhere, somehow, there's somebody that's willing to be taught, that's willing to learn, and that's willing to give their all just to have an opportunity at being the best they can be. Is that you? Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but I get very passionate about what I do, and I'll tell you why. I've owned 2 modeling agencies. I've been in the industry for about 20, maybe 23 years now. And the one thing that I've learned more than more is that the dream of a winner can be compared to nothing else. That when a person has just a little bit of encouragement, they can change the world. When a person knows that they're not alone, they can literally change the world. Are you willing to make a change in your life that can possibly change the world. Well, come on, Mr. Man. You seem to be taking this a little bit too far. No, I'm not. You got choices to make. Yeah, you can be a model. You can wear clothes. And you can do fashion shows at the mall. Or you can be that model. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If Dennis Rodman can wear a dress and then become a world figure in terms of what he says and does, what can you do? What can you do if your mind is right? What can you do if your mind is focused, if it's trained and disciplined? What can you truly do if your conscious level is high? What can you do if all around you're a worldwide dime piece? What is a dime piece, you might say? A dime piece is not some slang for a hoochie. It's not some ghetto term. A dime piece is a woman that has the tenacity and the strength to overcome all obstacles at all times. A dime piece is a woman who looks at the glass of life as always being half full and never half empty. A dime piece is somebody who recognizes that everything that they are and will ever be has come from God Himself. A dime piece understands her effect and her influence on people. A dime piece is someone who's merciful, who's compassionate, who's awesome. My question is that you? Now, some of you listening might be saying, I don't know if that's me. Well, you know what? I would invite you to come and watch the dime piece competition, because I promise you it's going to be hot. But for those of you who are saying, hey, he's talking about me, then you're the one that I want to really, really seriously listen to what I'm saying. Because you know what? Yeah, you might make $100 grand. Yeah, and you might go around the country and maybe possibly even the world, depending on how your schedule is. And as a dime piece spokesmodel, yeah, you'll meet a lot of important people. But the reality is, as a dime piece spokesmodel, you'll change the lives of somebody. You'll change the lives of girls that you'll never meet. Teenage young girls, teenage young women, you'll change the lives of so many people. It's not just enough to wear clothes, not for this company. The reason it's not just enough to wear clothes is because this is a hurting world. And because it's a hurting world, we have to be a beacon of light, not just in the way we look, but also in the way we are. Dime Piece Incorporated is far more than just clothes. We are the hottest female clothing company in the world. And we're asking you to represent us. Are you understanding what that really means? We're asking you to represent the hottest female clothing company in the world. It's a major responsibility. A lot of people will be affected by you. So right now I'm asking you, if you really want to compete, if you really feel encouraged, then this is for you. If you feel a little bit discouraged, this ain't for you. Yes, I said ain't, but this ain't for you. This is not for the weak of heart or the faint of heart. This is for the winner. This is for the champion. This is for the competitor. This is for the dime piece of the world. The worldwide dime piece. I like that. I should have called the competition the worldwide dime piece competition. Because it is. Let me tell you what happens. When we actually select our finalists from America, we're going over to Paris and we're going to compete against them. And let me tell you, that's going to be off the hook. When I say off the hook, that's going to be something that you can only read about. Something you'd want to read about. Something you would have to be about to participate in. Yeah, you're going to change your lifestyle, I promise you. Because what we do is for real. What we do gets deep into the heart of man. Do I want you to be a dime piece competitor? Yeah. Do I want you to join the competition? Yeah. Do I really honestly want you to win it? Yes. But only you can decide if you should win it. And to be honest with you, some people will say, well, lie to me instead of telling me something hard but true. I'm going to give it to you hard and true. Some of you will never be a model. And the reason I say that is because, not because of your looks, but because of your internal strength, your confidence level. And that is why you need to enter the competition. So you can finally get on the level of being what you really are and not afraid of what you really are. Destiny is somewhat scary, I won't pretend. Oh, believe me, the road to your purpose and destiny can be a challenging one. But I challenge you today. to take a few seconds to really honestly think, to really honestly feel, to really honestly figure out if you are destined to be seen by millions, to be heard by millions, to be a walking, talking tribute to femininity. Are you the next worldwide dime piece? Are you the next worldwide dime piece? You could be. I don't know. Only you know. Now some of you, I'll be honest, not even some of you, there are people who saw the tab to click on, so they can hear the open call. They didn't do that. You know why? They didn't know if it was going to be a scam. They once ordered something from the internet and they didn't get anything. Some photographer took some pictures for them and they paid the photographer. He never delivered the photographs, and this, that, and the other. And you know what? I heard a wise rich man once say, any excuse will do. Pick any of them. And that's the reality of it. Any excuse will do. It could be any reason. I didn't have the money. My credit card's overdrawn. This, that, and the other. But the bottom line is, you clicked in. You made the risk. You took the risk. You made the effort. And that's what separates you from a lot of people that are what we call procrastinating spectators. Now, you made step one. The next step is step two. Is this for you? Do you have the courage to actually walk across the stage, to walk the runway, to actually be the one that people are applauding? Are you really honestly worthy of being, just think about what I'm saying. Are you really worthy of being watched, studied? Are you worthy of being adored? How good are you? And do you want to really become better? Oh, I'm not trying to gas you up. If you notice, I haven't sold you one product. I haven't mentioned one photography class. I can't even get it out. I haven't even mentioned a comp card. You know why? Because I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I know what we have. If you don't like our clothing, you certainly shouldn't apply. Don't even try to compete. But if you feel what I'm doing, you feel what I'm saying, you feel how I'm grooving, then listen. You have to really decide, are you the one that belongs at the top of the heap? Are you the one that should be at the top of the statue? Are you the worldwide dime piece? I like that. You know what? I'm going to definitely keep that one around. Are you the worldwide dime piece? Because if you are, destiny is knocking. Opportunity is knocking. Don't listen to this open call. Don't sit here and think for 1 second that this is just another sales pitch. Please don't. You know what? Let me tell you something that you need to know. It took a lot of courage for you to even click onto this tab. To even come to this open call, it took a lot of courage. Everybody didn't do it. Trust me. There are more people who saw it that didn't do it than those who saw it and did, which separates you from all of the rest. The thing is, the only thing that separates those that are with you now from those that will be watching you walk across the stage as a new crown worldwide dime piece is the fact that you've got the energy, the strength, and the faith to complete what you started. And let me tell you something. In all honesty, we're talking about doing some things that you can't even imagine. Some things that will take you far beyond your wildest dreams. And when I say wild, I mean extremely outrageous. Dime Piece is a flamboyant company. We're not made for those who want to be prissy and those that want to look good. We're made for those that want the world to realize that I know I'm special. Dime Piece is made up of people that know they are special. They have a unique purpose on this planet. Not in this country, not in our neighborhoods, but on this planet. That realistically speaking, with just a little bit of a bridge, we will cross over into the world of stardom. That's what a dime piece is. A dime piece is not a woman who has a wonderful physique, a beautiful face, or an incredible soft skin tone. A dime piece is a monumental figure when it comes down to affecting change in the lives of the people around her. Haven't you noticed most people always follow you? Most people always ask you for advice. Most people always try to dress like you. Most people ask you where you got your clothing. You know why? Because you're a dime. Because you are a dime piece. Don't throw it away. Don't become a superstar in the Ghetto Olympics. Don't become a superstar in the world of it doesn't matter. Find your place in life. And it doesn't matter which vehicle gets you there. But get to the place you were born to arrive at. That's the key to being fulfilled. And with fulfillment comes happiness. And with happiness comes joy. And with joy comes peace. Yeah, it's going to cost you some money to enter the competition. I'm not going to pretend. And if that scares you, then you know what? This is not for you. What might be for you is to get tricked or conned out of some photography money from an agency. Maybe that's for you. Some people are just destined to chase after things that are not good for them. Come on, ladies. I know you heard people say a million times, women say a million times, I always pick the wrong guy. Well, you know why? Because you choose that wrong guy. There are some women who choose the wrong road to travel towards their career. There are some that choose the wrong road to travel towards their destiny. But one thing I know for sure, every person within the sound of my voice has an equal opportunity. If you notice, I didn't tell you what the height and size and weight requirements were. Because a dime piece comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. I didn't tell you what color you had to be. Because a dime piece comes in all shades, colors, and forms, weights, and sizes. I never tell you what the educational requirement was. Because every dime piece is not a PhD. Nor is every dime piece a high school dropout. I'm telling you that if you are you and you're what we're looking for, step forward. This is your opportunity to shine. This is your chance to be seen by the people that should see you. This is your chance to step into your rightful place in history. My question is, do you actually have what it takes to do that? Do you actually have what it takes to be bigger than life? Or are you content with being local? And there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, we need local people. And I'm being honest with you, not being sarcastic. We need somebody who's willing to actually ask me, do I want paper or plastic? I need somebody who's going to tell me, do you want cheese on that burger or do you just want it plain? I need average people around me. But I'm not average. You need average people around you, but are you average? Somebody has to be able to stand up and say, even though I was born poor, even though I'm poor now, even though I'm broke now, you give me a chance. You just crack the door of opportunity a little bit and I'll kick it open. I'll run through it. I'll leap for joy. I'll do cartwheels in because I know my destiny. Oh, there's some of us that like to be cautious. There's some of us who like to be safe. There are some of us that truly, honestly believe that if we play our cards right and we take our time, that we'll be happy. And I really, honest to God, hope that works out for you. But then there are others that know for sure that we have a direct connection to our life. We have a consciousness about our life. We have a direct opportunity to make our life what it's supposed to be. And we are those who run like crazy when the door opens. When that door of opportunity opens, we run like crazy to come in, to get in, to fit in. So I'm asking you today, I want you to really honestly think about it because it's going to take some work. The competition is not easy. It's physically easy, but it's mentally challenging. Trust me. Have you ever been to Italy? Have you ever been to Rome? Have you ever been to London? Have you ever been to Cancun? Have you ever been to Paris? Have you ever done a world tour just to promote your company? Because once you're crowned worldwide dime piece, you will be the worldwide dime piece. Have you ever been seen by millions? Have you ever had a fan club? These are questions you need to ask yourself. If you look on our site, we got some of the most phenomenal spokesmodels in the world. In the world. But you then receive more attention than they do. Let me tell you what the worldwide dime piece actually receives. The winner of our competition receives 1 year, 12 months of being a dime piece spokesmodel. You do receive a photo shoot in one of these exotic locations, either in Brazil, Cancun, Jamaica, London, Paris, or Virginia Beach. I think that's one of the most incredible places that God ever created, Virginia Beach. I love that place. You end up doing your own dime piece calendar. You end up with a dime piece television commercial. You will be the co-host of our dime piece infomercial. You'll be in the dime piece magazine shoots. Any magazine we shoot, you'll be in it. We want to feature you. You'll get a 6-feet trophy, of course. You'll also receive a copy of all photo work that you do. Now, I don't know if that means a lot to you, but I know it's more than most agencies ever get their models. Or should I say, get most of their models. If you have a modeling agency, you know what they're doing for you. You know what kind of work they're doing for you. You know exactly what they're offering. If they're offering the same thing we're offering, then stay with them. But if they're not, it's time to make your decision. Now, what you really want to do, very simply, you want to complete the contact information on this site. You want us to get you the competition package as soon as you could possibly do so. You don't want to wait. You really don't want to wait. You don't want to delay. You want this to be now. Not tomorrow, but now. As soon as we receive it from you, we will email you back the package. You can print it out, you can mail it in, or you can email it back. But one thing for sure, you want to enter this competition if it's your destiny. If you're the one that's supposed to be there, this is where you are supposed to be. I encourage each and every one of you to seriously sit down and weigh this out. Don't jump into it out of haste. Don't make a small decision that's going to affect your life. Take your time and really honestly sit back and understand what it is you're willing to do. Yes, you'll travel a lot. You'll travel a heck of a lot. But it will be your destiny. If you were born to jet set, this is it. I don't want you to think for a second that this is just a great sales pitch. I want you to know that this is an opportunity for you to be all that you can be. So in my closing, I trust you've enjoyed this open call. I trust that you've searched your soul to find whether or not you are born to be a worldwide dime piece. I trust and pray that as you make your mind up, as you make your decisions, that your decisions will be based on reality instead of optimism and fantasy. I hope and pray that you know for a fact that you are born to be a worldwide dime piece. All I ask you to do now is to, again, send us an email, go to the contact page, complete the information, send us the information, and we will respond to you immediately. Do all that you can do, and thank you so much for attending the Dime Piece Incorporated Worldwide Dime Piece Competition Open Call. May God bless you and your family, and I look forward to seeing you at the competition. Take care of yourself, and forever be a dime piece. Thank you.